Okay, so we have 3 songs left in the album, which is, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it. I don't want it to end because we've been on this Sleep Token album discovery journey for a while now, and it's really nice. But I'm excited to ultimately arrive at the conclusion of the album, which is like difficult to know what to expect, isn't it? Because every Sleep Token song is so different. So I don't know what you should expect from today's hanging out session. Humongous thank you to Ryan. I think it's Token Worship on here. Ryan has sponsored the next 3 songs for me to analyse. So thank you so much for doing that.
For so long I've
straight in.
waited, so long that I almost became just a stoic statue fit for nobody, and I don't wanna get in your way, but I finally think I can say that the vicious cycle was over the moment you smiled at me. And just like the rain, you cast the dust into nothing and wash out the soul from my head. So touch me again, I feel my shadow dissolving. Will you cleanse me with pleasure? It's that chemical cup that I can get down without like the.
It's wonderful how they managed to like change the like, I don't know how else to say this. They managed to change like the humidity of the sound. It really did sound quite dry to start off with. It was something about that the sound effects that they used, just things. And then obviously when the chorus hit, or whatever section that was, maybe a chorus, we got actual rain Foley. It doesn't get wetter than that, does it?
And just like the rain, you cast the dust into nothing.
That was really cool, just from a production sort of soundscaping perspective. But also, it was very continuous in the verse. It wasn't like da 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 or something where like one line ends and another begins and another begins. It all kind of flowed into one, and that was a really interesting way to depict this concept of a vicious cycle.
That the vicious cycle was over.
And it's very visual, isn't it? The vicious cycle was over the moment you smiled at me, and you can kind of see that occurring. So the smile and then the rain straight after. So it's very well written.
Fit for nobody.
He's really ramping up the vorisms here vocally. This kind of tongue retraction sound that he's so quintessentially him is it's dialed up. I read the word, one of you mentioned anguish, and that's a really good way to put it. When you're retracting something, I mean, it's kind of an opposite of a release, which would be anguished and tense and withdrawn, and that is exactly what he's saying. He was a stoic statue fit for nobody. When he goes into the chorus, some of those retractions are released a little bit.
That the vicious cycle was over.
It's just stop, start, stop, start in that phrase.
You smiled at me. And just like the rain.
Another thing that helped that transition there was that there was like a little sound that sounded like it was being pulled back. It's a slight pitch bend upwards. It could just be a type of echo effect on his voice as opposed to a whole separate instrument. And then the other way was sort of launched into the chorus.
Just like the rain,
and then it descends into that sub bass. Lovely. I cannot get over this effectiveness of the sounds. The refracted in light, we had a beautiful like brrr, like a little sound that sounded like it was being refracted. It was sort of dispersed afterwards. It was had a lot of delay on it.
Refracted in light, reflected in.
And then reflected in sound, we had this kind of clanging, kind of like a metallic, which sounded, very much like a reflection.
Reflected in sound.
So good. Attention to details. This is the ear candy concept that you might have heard before. It's when producers add sort of sounds that are superfluous to requirement. We don't need them to make the song, but they add in extra sounds to sort of excite the palate. Sometimes producers will take it as like, oh, I just need to put a little shimmer or a little twinkle. And it might work. It might excite the ears. It might amuse the bouche. Oh, God. Why do I say things? This takes it to another level because it is kind of just exactly what the lyrics are saying, like the musical form of what the lyrics are saying, which is amazing. Really cool and creative.
Refracted in light, reflected in sound. I'm coiled up like a venomous serpent, tangled in your trance and uncertain. You have got your hooks in me. I know the way that it goes. You get what you give, you reap what you sow, and I can see you in my face.
Bloody hell. There is a exciting drum fill like every 2 seconds, and usually that would be too much. You know, like sometimes some gospel drumming is like and it's distracting, but they're so classy, and each one of them is kind of short and like well done, so you can't get enough of them. And I just love how so many of their songs can sort of slowly sink down into metal in such a short space of time without there needing to be like a huge obvious drop. We've got those harmonies that they're always doing. He's always got like a nice cozy fifth. Now we've got a harmony below it.
I know the way that it goes. You get what you give, you reap what you sow, and
They're not very conspicuous. They're not there to be heard. They're there to be, again, felt. I think before there was a higher one.
we're up like the moon and out like the hounds.
Up like the moon and out like the hounds. And this is really quiet, this one, but it is there and it is adding a lot. That one particularly sounded like an artificial harmony. When you need a harmony in the song that is very high for you or very low for you, it's going to be really difficult to sing that with an appropriate tone that would work for a harmony. I've already released a song where I had to do that. There was a really low harmony in I Can't Decide. They're on the word rage.
Out from my teasing heart with
Rage. And I had to double my voice and put it an octave lower. And I think, in the end, I did like, I'm too ashamed of myself. And I did like, I'm too ashamed of myself to care what you think of me.
to care what you think of me.
Obviously, it's too low for my voice to get that warmth. So even if I can hit the notes, I don't want it to sound like that. It's not there for emotion. It's just there for sound purposes. The rain.
just again. When I open my eyes to the future, I can hear you say my name. So rain down on me. Rain down on me. Rain down on me. Rain down on me. Rain down on me.
Did you hear that scream? I can't listen to too much of that, it'll make me need a wee. Was there a little Easter egg in there? I think we've heard that melody in one of his other songs. I mean, I'm sure there's a gazillion Easter eggs in here. What else did I love about that? Oh, yes, the fact that there was an absolutely monstrous scream in there. But it's so classy. It's like, it's fine. You don't need to turn it up. It's there. And that's all that counts. It's there for texture. And I don't even know if you would have been able to hear that it was a scream without headphones. Right down on me. Really, really dirty supraglottic sparkle. So upper constriction sound, so like it's rooted there. I just love how classy it is just to have it there in the background. Have you missed Take Me Back to Eden? That's the next Fan Token Worship. Here you are. Welcome. Thank you so much.